What is going on YouTube? What is going on YouTube? You already know. It is Levon back at you guys with another video. We're going to get right into it. Guys, in this video today, we're going to be talking about Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol, February 22nd, Riyadh season, streaming on DAZN Boxing Live. It's going down. It's the rematch between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. Let's talk about the first fight. In the first fight, I saw a competitive fight. I saw a Dmitry Bivol boxing early in the fight. I saw him letting his hands go pretty early in the fight. And I saw Beterbiev eventually closing the distance, landing hard flush power shots. In my opinion, that was slowing Dmitry Bivol down and making him fatigue as the fight progressed and move along. All right, in the early rounds, like I would say about the first, I would say about in the first, I would say about like the first 3 rounds, Dmitry Bivol clearly won those. Fourth, fifth, it was pretty competitive back and forth. I believe I had one of those rounds a draw early and later on in the fight. Later moving down along the fight, I had one of those rounds a draw. However, I had Beterbiev winning the first fight. I thought it was a really close fight. I thought it was really competitive. All right, but I had Artur Beterbiev winning by like 2 rounds or something like that. Okay, now I'm not making no excuses for Artur Beterbiev. All right, but prior to that, prior to that fight, prior to the first fight, Artur Beterbiev, I believe, suffered an injury twice. I don't recall what that injury specifically was, but he did suffer an injury twice prior to that fight. They rescheduled that fight, if I'm not mistaken, 2 times. If I'm not mistaken, before that first fight, Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol was rescheduled like twice. It was postponed like twice. All right? Artur Beterbiev was able to show up, compete. It was a competitive fight, but Artur Beterbiev happened to, take the victory. All right? Now, I'll say this. In that first fight, Artur Beterbiev, I don't recall which round, but Artur Beterbiev, it looked like he was on the verge of stopping Dmitry Bivol. Literally, it literally looked like he was on the verge. It literally looked like he was on the verge of stopping Dmitry Bivol. Literally, it looked like he was on the verge of stopping Dmitry Bivol. I believe this second time coming in this second fight, Artur Beterbiev stops Dmitry Bivol, I would say about 6th to 8th round. 9 to be generous. I believe Artur Beterbiev is going to be healthy this fight. I believe he's going to fight a much better fight than the first one. All right? I believe he's going to close the distance a lot earlier than he did in that first fight against Dmitry Bivol. Now, I believe if Dmitry Bivol is able to box, counter, and stay out of harm's way for a majority of those rounds, he could potentially beat Artur Beterbiev. However, in my personal opinion, Artur Beterbiev was not able to close the show in a knockout with a knockout because simply he was injured prior to that fight. I still think I still think that injury was getting to him. I still think Artur Beterbiev was somewhat injured in that first fight against Dmitry Bivol. However, this time, the rematch, I believe Artur Beterbiev will be healthy. I believe Artur Beterbiev will be in the best condition we've seen him in yet. I also believe Dmitry Bivol is going to show up in the best condition we've seen him in yet. However, I just don't see Artur, Beterbiev outbox. I just don't see Dmitry Bivol outboxing Artur Beterbiev. I just don't see it. If he's able to do it, he wins. Kudos to him if he's able to do that. However, I see Artur Beterbiev closing that gap and knocking out Dmitry Bivol, say about the 6th, 7th round, 9th round to be generous. All right, listen, that concludes this video. All right, Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol, February 22nd next month. Riyadh season streaming live on the DAZN boxing app, website. You can, connect your laptop to your monitor, have it on the whatever you want to do. But listen, this rematch, in my personal opinion, it's going to be fireworks. I got Artur Beterbiev getting that knockout. And, I look forward to seeing what Artur Beterbiev will do next after he knocks out Dmitry Bivol. Listen, guys, thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Hey, did you like that video? Make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you can continue to watch more videos like that. See you guys in the next one.